Hi guys, what I wanted to talk to you about today is the benefits of meditation and trading. And the first time I got introduced to meditation was in 2006 with this property guy called Bill Jeng. Now, Bill is really extremely successful when it comes to property here in Australia, one of the top mortgage brokers and also property developers here. And he said something. I went to one of his seminars, and he said something really interesting. He said, if I were to give you the secret to making $1 million, would you like to know that? And of course, everybody was like, yeah, of course, we want to know it. Please tell us. And he said, it is meditation. And of course, that was not the answer people expected, and it's not the answer people wanted to hear. So I wonder how many people really started meditating. But that was really my introduction, and I started exploring meditation and transcendental meditation. And I really love meditation nowadays. However, in 2012, my life got a little bit off the rails, and it was quite turbulent. And I found it incredibly hard to meditate. You know, when you're in fear and when you're worried, to calm your mind down, it's tough. And thank God at the time I was working with my coach Steve Ward, and he introduced me to mindfulness. He actually became a mindfulness practitioner. He's very, very much into mindfulness, and he coaches and teaches most of the time in hedge funds. And so, you know, what's okay for the big guys is certainly okay for me. And he wrote this beautiful book, Trader Mind, as well. Now, Steve introduced me to something that became one of the most important, most loved tools in my life, which is the mindful minute. And this is something I want to teach you guys now as well. So the mindful minute works this way. You count the time, how many times you breathe naturally and normally within 1 minute. And you don't slow down, you don't speed up, just naturally and normally, okay? So let's do that. When I say start, then I want you guys to start counting your breaths. Okay, so, and when I say stop, then you remember how many breaths you had. And wherever you are, you can then take your breaths with you and just count the breaths. So you don't need to count the time. For example, if you have 11 breaths, then when you are, let's say, in the traffic light, you do your mindful minute with 11 breaths. Or when you are standing at the cashier, or before the trade, or after the trade, as a trading preparation. When you get upset, right? That is also very useful to use your mindful minute. Okay, so let's start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, start. And stop. So how many times did you breathe within that 1 minute? Okay, sorry, I'm having problems with my camera. So how many times did you count your breaths? Was it 12 times? Was it 15 times? 20 times? It doesn't matter. So wherever you are, what you can do is you just stop for a moment, you take a deep breath, and then you count your breaths to the number of breaths that you had in your minute. And that's the mindful minute. Easy, right? So you don't need to count, look at the watch or look at the stopwatch. And I can tell you it made a massive, massive, massive difference to my mindset and to be at peace, and also to have access to my intuition and to think clearly. Because the thing is, when we are under stress, when we are in fear, then our logical brain stops working and only the emotional brain works. And so we really need to get back in touch with our logical brain, by calming down the emotional brain, the fear and flight response. All right, guys, so happy trading. Keep going well. And I'm going to run a group mentoring course again starting in 2 weeks, so end of March. Hope I see you guys and I can teach you more of those little nifty tricks and help you succeed in your trading. Until then, bye.